Imagine a time when flying was not a chore, but an event of absolute luxury. Caviar served on fine china, spacious lounges in the sky, and flight attendants who were cultural icons. At the center of this golden era was one undeniable titan, Pan American World Airways. Recognized by its iconic blue globe logo, Pan Am was more than just an airline. It was the unofficial flag carrier of the United States, a symbol of American innovation and soft power. Yet today, this once invincible empire exists only in museums and memories. How did the airline that practically built the modern jet age collapse into bankruptcy? The story begins in the 1920s with a visionary named Juan Trippe. Starting as a modest airmail service between Florida and Cuba, Trippe had far grander ambitions. He pushed boundaries, launching the legendary flying boats known as the Clippers, which conquered the vast Pacific and Atlantic Oceans in the 1930s. But Pan Am's true golden age arrived after World War II. Trippe practically forced the aviation industry into the future. He was the driving force behind the Boeing 707, ushering in the passenger jet age. And in the late 1960s, his audacious demand for a plane twice the size of anything else led to the creation of the legendary Boeing 747, the queen of the skies. Pan Am was at its absolute zenith, carrying millions across the globe in unprecedented style. But beneath the glamour, a perfect storm was brewing. The very ambition that built Pan Am would soon become its undoing. The 1973 oil crisis sent fuel prices skyrocketing, and a global recession meant fewer people were flying. Suddenly, those massive fleets of Boeing 747s, bought at a premium, were flying half-empty, burning expensive fuel and bleeding millions of dollars. Then came a legislative earthquake, the Airline Deregulation Act of 1978. For decades, the U.S. government had protected Pan Am's international routes, but denied them a domestic network. When deregulation opened the floodgates of competition, domestic airlines rapidly expanded internationally, undercutting Pan Am. Meanwhile, Pan Am had no domestic feeder flights to fill its giant international jets. Desperate for a domestic network, Pan Am made a fatal miscalculation in 1980 by purchasing national airlines for an astronomical sum. The merger was a disaster. Clashing corporate cultures, union disputes, and incompatible fleets accelerated the financial bleeding. To survive the 1980s, Pan Am began cannibalizing itself. They sold their iconic Manhattan skyscraper. They sold their intercontinental hotels chain. Most devastatingly, they sold their crown jewels, the Pacific routes to United Airlines. But the darkest hour was yet to come. On December 21st, 1988, Pan Am Flight 103 was destroyed by a terrorist bomb over Lockerbie, Scotland, claiming 270 lives. It was a profound human tragedy, and for Pan Am, it was the final, fatal blow. Public confidence evaporated, lawsuits piled up, the airline was deemed unsafe. By August 1991, following a spike in fuel prices during the Gulf War, the airline that conquered the skies filed for bankruptcy. On December 4th of that year, a Pan Am Clipper touched down in Miami from Barbados. It was the company's final flight. Today, the physical planes are long gone, but Pan Am's legacy is immortal. They pioneered global air traffic control, pushed the boundaries of aerospace engineering, and shrank the world for the everyday traveler. Pan Am didn't just fly through the jet age, they built it.